That's actually the second time I picked the Nine of Swords this week. I did have a lot of crazy dreams last night, and part of me thinks that I keep picking it because I need to finish the quilt that I'm working on, because the quilt in the card is very prominent, like the bedspread. So every time I see it, I kind of focus on the quilt and feel like, this card is trying to tell me to finish the quilt I'm working on, which I'm almost done with, but it's going slowly because I keep doing other things. It's still the morning and I woke up and I did a little bit of work. I just did yoga. I need to take a shower, wash my hair, get dressed. I need to go to the post office today, and then I'm going to get to the work that I want to do. And what I'm working on is a lot of little symbols. I'm pretty excited about these new projects that I've been beginning. Old tablecloth that I'm putting lots of little symbols on. These are all going to be their own pieces. It just made sense for me to use one big stretch of fabric because I only have large hoops right now. And then I'm transforming these into little pieces. I can grab one. So I'm wrapping the piece around a little square of foam core, making a frame. These are vintage buttons and some beads strung on wire, and then I looped a little, I looped a little bit of wire to create something that it can be hung on. Anyways, I'm making a bunch of these. What I want to do is finish embroidering all of the unfinished ones on here. I have some upstairs that are finished but need to have the frame made out of beads or buttons. Some of them are completely done and I just need to take photos and put them in my shop. That's what I'm going to be doing today. So it is a little all over the place, but I have a lot of different stages of these pieces that I can share. I'm trying to focus on making pieces for my shop that are very special and intentional, but also not crazy expensive, because it is my preference to tend to go really intensely with work. Like, I have the itch to do a lot more tapestries, kind of like the one up there, with lots of symbols all on one big piece. But when I do work like that, obviously I need to charge a lot more money for the pieces because they're much more time intensive and one of a kind. So I need to figure out how to bring that magical energy into smaller pieces. And for me, that means kind of making collections of little pieces, and that's where I'm at. I feel pretty intentional about it, and I'm excited about the work. I also want to bring these ideas into some of the clothing pieces that I do. So if there's time, I might draw out some very little symbols onto a button down that I have. I think it'll be a fun little work vlog. I'm gonna go shower and get dressed and then get ready to go to the post office. Hopefully walking to the post office will help dry my hair. The neighbor's dog is making a lot of noise today. I don't think anyone is home right now, so there might be some dog whimpering sounds that you hear. I want to show you the pieces I have done already. An eye, 2 shells, an embroidered chili pepper, a spiral seashell, and I have a flower with beads surrounding it. So these are fully done. I'm gonna set them to the side. I have a couple that are beaded and embroidered these are both beaded actually. A beaded chili pepper and a beaded eye, and I backed them. So these need the little frames, either with buttons or beads. Before I do this part of the stage of finishing the pieces, I'm going to pretty much just embroider. The dog situation is frustrating me. I really don't like hearing an upset dog all day. butterfly, but I'm going to work on this stuff, work on anything that's not finished on this piece from now until lunchtime, which is about 2 hours. So I'll see how much I can get done. I definitely think I'll finish this butterfly. Maybe I'll do the bleeding heart, the turtle. I kind of want to do another bleeding heart. I'll just see how far I get and then go from there. Made a bit of progress. I'm definitely ready to eat lunch and take a little break. Okay, I'm gonna go make lunch. I'm going to get started making some little frames to go around the pieces that I've already wrapped around foam core. So this little ladybug, I think I'm gonna make a button frame. I have some buttons in here. So I have 2 strands of wire. This is what the spool looks like. I think it's for floral arrangement, or that's the section of the craft store that I've bought it in. 2 strands of wire, and I'm going to thread a couple holes of the buttons through here. Try to measure out enough buttons that is the same measurement as one of the sides of the square. Which feels I feel like this day is kind of slipping away from me, even though I am getting a lot done. I'm on a pretty good schedule as far as like finishing up pieces. I definitely don't think I'm going to embroider that much more from this piece. I think I can at least finish making the little frames for these pieces, and then maybe one more from here that's finished, like a little butterfly. I have a couple butterflies that are finished. What I really want to do is just make enough to finish the grid that I laid out, so that can be my YouTube thumbnail picture, as well as I can make a post on Instagram to promote the pieces going into my shop. I can't believe that it is already the late afternoon. And I also didn't do all of the things on my like personal list. I did not do my language class on Rosetta Stone and kind of slacking on that. I've been doing really good week to week, but the end of last week into the weekend, I started slacking because I had a lot of social things going on. This week I don't have anything going on except for really getting into work, which feels exciting. I'm feeling good about aligning inspiration to how I'm feeling, thinking about the work I'm doing as little manifestations or spells. These little pieces are kind of like lucky charms. I'm thinking about all of the beautiful things that I see going on my walks. That's informing what I'm choosing to put in these little squares. I totally forgot to water my flowers today. Okay, I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you liked seeing my process for those little embroidered pieces. I'm planning on making many more in different groupings. I think I want to do some birds, definitely some trees and leaves, maybe angels, and some more animals, some more flowers. I'm just going to keep making little pieces to keep my shop stocked with affordable pieces. At least I'll try my best to without overworking myself. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.